Hey everyone, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about newt care. Now, most newts are fairly similar, but if you're going to be getting a certain type of newt, you should look up online what they say is the best way to care for them. This is going to be kind of a general newt care video, and it pertains to things like the firebelly newt and other common newts. Something like a 10-gallon tank is sufficient for a single newt, even 2 or 3 sometimes will do fine. But you should have about a 10-gallon tank. This tank's a little smaller, don't pay attention to my setup. He's been doing great in here for over a year. But I'm just going to go over what you should have. Like a 10-gallon tank is good. People say you don't need a filter, but with any aquatic fish or animal, I always suggest a filter. It's going to keep your water quality best. So I would definitely put a filter on the tank. It's going to make care so much better. Whether you have a filter or not, especially if you don't have a filter, you're going to want to do water changes. If you don't have a filter, at least 25-50% once a week. If you have a nice filter on there, maybe just once a month, do like a 25% water change. Your land to water ratio should be 1 to 3. Actually, most people say it the other way, water to land, 3 to 1. So 3 times water and then like 1 time land. And you can't see it in this tank, but on the lid I've got a platform that he can get out on. It's a pretty deep lid, so he goes up and sits out of the water up there when he wants. But you should have a good land area. Most people will pile rocks up and only fill their tank maybe halfway or 3/4, and then have rocks pile up or do some type of sand thing. Sand sometimes moves around, so rocks are usually better. And just create a out of water area for them to go. Don't need a heater. Many newts prefer between 50 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, so 50 is kind of low, but they're kind of a cooler water species, most of them, so you don't need a heater of any type. Don't need any special lighting. Normal tank light is fine. And for food, you can feed them all types of things, all types of insects. You can feed them live crickets, mealworms, wax worms, white worms, red worms. You can feed them frozen bloodworms. You can feed them, got down here, just newt pellets. They're going to enjoy live insects and bloodworms a little better, but my newts have eaten newt pellets. Some will go after them more, some will prefer live food more. And other than that, that's pretty much it. It's really pretty easy to care for a newt. This guy requires very little care. I just throw in food once a day. I usually feed pellets every other day, and then some insects the days that are in between the pellet days. So again, real simple. Just a 10-gallon tank. I would recommend a filter. Do water changes from time to time. Have a good land area and a good water area. Make sure they can get out and kind of bask out of the water if they want. And it's really about it. All you got to do is feed them and make sure your water quality stays pretty good. This guy requires very little maintenance. He's probably one of the lowest maintenance pets I have. I've got a really nice filter on here. It's an Eclipse system, and it's got the Eclipse filter on top, but then I've also got a 20-gallon canister filter on back. So the water quality and the water clarity in this tank stay almost perfect. I almost never have to do anything to it. I'll just do a little water change like once every month or so just to keep it good, but really low maintenance on this tank. I don't even have to clean the filters because I feed insects and pellets a lot and he eats it all. I really clean these filters like once every 6 months because of how efficient they are. So newts are great. They're fun to watch, especially when eating, and very, very simple to care for. So see you guys later. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And Newt's hiding, or I would show him again. He went back behind the rocks. But yeah, have any questions, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys later.